Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Ram. Going back to the beginnings of our society, human race, when did it start? Near the rivers, some colonies developed. How the human being has come into the world? Has it been developed from the worm, amoeba, or from the ape? But the apes are still there. So it is a mystery. It's no use discussing. You can discuss how human beings were created. There are some beautiful stories. From the woman from the rib. Is it? You can imagine. God has created man in his own image. Reverse, vice versa. We have created God also in our own image. We have limitations. Our capabilities are measured. Superhuman powers are exhibited by some. Extrasensory perceptions. All this, they are wonderful spiritual exercises, and the imagination takes us to very high the levels of consciousness even. And the mind cannot go into the deep levels of understanding. So it gets blocked. People go into a state of trance. I used to try to understand why this creation. What are the stars, the firmament, the sun, moon? Now the astrophysics is taking us into millions of light years. My God, trillions. Now we talk of. So it mind-boggling developments, innovation. Ultimately, what do we achieve? Wars killed crores of people. Now tsunamis, disasters. Suddenly the volcanoes, earthquakes. Yesterday, thousands who were simply gathered in a party and dancing. They were all submerged. See, we are so vulnerable, so fragile. Life itself. That is why Adi Shankara says, Smara Nityam Anityatam. He has gone to the extreme. See, we have to avoid the extremes. We cannot think of insecurity every second of our lives. We can plan. You can live, certainly. If you take care of your habits, food, and other activities, life is guaranteed. People take risks. See, going in a flight is not a risk. But then, who knows how things get deranged. So, better avoid. Improve the technology. Improve the working of things. You cannot have accidents if you follow the rules. Because you violate the rules, we are bringing the disasters, trouble, courting the trouble by not following the instructions. Veda gave the instructions. People lived for 100 years. I have seen. My grandfather lived for 100 years. Because he followed healthy, happy, and mastered the sciences, science of Ayurveda, life and health. These are the two things. You live a long life, a healthy life. What is health? Health not only of the body, of the mind also. Mind is part of the body. Mind cannot be. So, a healthy mind in a healthy body was how they have lived. Because the Veda showed them the way. They said, after developing, after many millenniums, probably, who knows, we say it is 5 billion years, origin of the sun. It's only with the sun we have developed the solar system. The earth also came out of it. Then, the solar system and the human birth on this earth, they could plan out. And they said, there is what is called a vibration. Like gravitational forces, now they say. You break it and go into space. Mars and other gamma planets. On this earth also it revolves, making day and night, seasons. See how beautifully the earth goes round itself and the sun. If it speeds up a little more, what is controlling the movements of the stars, the system? They have found Ram, Ram, light, sound, electricity, magnetism, these are the forces. These 5 elements we know, they are controlling. Body is controlled by these 5 elements. It gets back into the earth, the air, the water, the space. See, this is a scientifically established. Modern medicine has analyzed every atom of it. Subatomic particles are there. How you reduce it still further? Now they were trying to find the God particle. I found the God vibration. That's more appropriate. There is no question of particle. Particle physics is there, particle science. No, it's only vibration. What was that vibration? Ram, Ram, Ram. They said it is there in the heart. The heartbeat is Ram, 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 not lub-dub. The stethoscope you see. And the inhale and exhale. Who taught this? Jai, Jai Ram. So, this Ram vibration was the vibration which was the origin of life. Origin of life. And the continuing of the existence, your existence. If this vibration starts, breathing starts, the heart starts, life is not there. So people now are crazy that we don't want a further life, after life. You want to end this life. What will happen? How? These are false ideas. Because some people have promoted them. They had the following. If you have a following, then you can influence. It goes on, like they say it is viral. What is viral now? This wrong philosophy. That body is nothing. You can kill it. The Atma is permanent. It hovers. Gita, it says, Nahanyate hanyamane sarire. So this poor Arjuna, who was averse to killing his own relations, because what will happen to the widows? They will become widows. Krishna left the millions of widows. His own 16,000 widows. 16,108 widows. And the war widows. All became widows. And the orphans, children. What was the grand philosophy? If we say the body is, we don't want, now people are engaged in a sort of yoga, spiritual exercises, so that we don't want further any other life. We want to merge once and for all. Now, Punarjanma navidyate is another phrase which is repeated in scriptures. And then they put some small stones and pour everything on that, imagining it to be Shiva. Shiva is Ardhanarishwara. That was the Vedic concept. Because man has both the elements of masculine and feminine. Whichever is more, you become a male. Otherwise a female. So this is a scientific, modern medicine has proved it. Still, they put a small stone and pour everything on it. Precious things, wasting hours and hours. And then this is the Linga Pratishtha. Going on. It's viral. Crores of people are wasting away. Then the Linga Pratishtha is one another foolish way people are wasting away their lives and money. So that they will be cured of their sins and they will not have another birth. The other thing is Naga Pratishtha. That is two snakes, one embracing the other. This is another wonderful story. That Naga is Shiva's son, Subramanya Swami. That is Kumara, who gave mantra to his son, his father. Shiva learnt wisdom or knowledge from his Kumara Swami. So these are all stories floated. We can give out so many wonderful stories because the mind is so powerful. See the volumes of stories. Haystacks, mountains. What was the root? They say Rammasmi. From that it was 24,000 slokas. Ramayana. 1 lakh slokas, Bharatam. 18,000 or 20,000 Bhagavatam. See the stories also. All this can be reduced to one vibration of Ram, Ram. Not the emptiness of Om. Om is for ascetics and sannyasins. Because you keep any empty tumbler or near it sounds Om. That is the vibration of emptiness is Om. You don't have to use your tongue. Ram is the effective use of the mouthpiece. Because we have is such an important organ, mouth. You express. Otherwise you see a beautiful thing and can you not express? What can you express? I have written. It falls short of experience. What you experience is far superior to what you can express. I have seen. So, still you can approximate, reach 99.9% or further. So that is the power of the mind. Your capacity, gift of the gab, they say. I have read, why, how they could express in such lilting phraseology. As you hear, you will be such music, melodious. Tyagaraja, Andaro Mahanubhavu. The other song I felt as on par. Vaishnava Janato Tene Kahiye, Ye Ped Parai. The diction and the content, both are so superb. These two, Andaro Mahanubhavulu of Tyagaraja, he declares finally that he is a Rama Bhakta, devotee of Rama. That's how he was able to pour out such nectar. Then, Vaishnava Janato Tene Kahiye by Narasimha. Gandhi adopted it as his favorite song. At the end, the last line of it is Rama Naam jo tali lage sakala tirtha janu vagere. That means whoever has Ram Naam on his tongue, tali means tongue, All the tirthas, all the sacred places, pilgrimages are in his body. These two are such great saints. 1,000 saints you list up. Tyagaraja will be as a composer of 24,000 kirtanas. He is Apara Valmiki. It's all admitted on all hands. But we are not following. That's it. And Vaishnava Janato Narsi Mehta. These two great saints have given out the ultimate. When we are told by such great saints who lived only to help mankind to live in peace, and these small, everyone, because commercialization, whatever you can sell them, Rudraksha, you can sell them, or the Palmyra stone, they say, you can sell them. Even mango you eat up and those stone inside, you can tell. Saying somebody, some Swami says, you tie it round your neck, you will become or you will get, stumble on a treasure. So, people are not having the capacity to understand and to follow at least the right direction given by the Rishis. See the crowds which are gathering in the TV, I see. Tens of thousands. And the Guru, young fellow, without really going through life, or life means a householder's life. Rishis lived. That only gives you the understanding. Otherwise, without knowing swimming, if an instructor says, push your hands like this, you will get drowned. All the Rishis lived regular householder's life. And these gurus who are not having a household life and living a proper life, family life, are unfit to preach to householders. But thousands gather. And the fellow jumps, young fellow, Radha. Oh, this fellow start jumping. Because, see, this is an effect on the human body. I have tested it. You simply start jumping, saying something, the body becomes a weak and sort of thing, and this is called a frenzy, and it will run you into a state of forgetfulness. You forget everything. So, ecstasy. Ecstatic frenzy are driving thousands of people. You drive them mad. What is intelligence? What is knowledge? Living in Brahman is knowledge. That is pure happiness. One can experience it. I have seen. I can go into a trance like that. It gives me a lot. But I want people to be happy. See all these people, how they are living. Christ says, you take care of your herds. Herds, sheep. See, they do not know. If every person, a person born in India, has a divine background, we trace our origin to the Rishis. Gotram, they say. Gotram is from the Rishi. Everyone claims Gotra. But what is the use? Unless you understand what it means. Gotra means it is knowledge. All the Rishis were there in Ramayana. This basic knowledge is not spread. So everyone will be happy, peaceful. If you are experiencing peace, it will radiate by itself. You light a candle, all the darkness will go. Every person born in India can live in peace. If they understand what is Gotra, what is the origin, what is Ram vibration, the heart. Veda says, Deho Devalaya Prokto Jivo Deva Sanatana. Rama is seated in your heart. If this is understood by all, They don't have to run to these gurus. Lakhs of them are making their living only by spreading these false ideas, false philosophy that body is not important. Body is very important. Deham, Veda says, Sariramadhyam khalu dharma sadhanam. Beautiful sayings. These should be taught. Minimum, matter of 10 minutes. You can become a Rishi yourself. Because all human beings, they were also like me. All the human beings. You see any human being. You can elevate his consciousness, give him this. Let him chant Ram Ram Ram. Yes, I have realized. Everyone can realize. These gurus are misleading and thousands of people are condemned into bad lives. They cannot have a better life. Only the seeds are also processed. Now the things, unless then only you will have a healthy tree. You will have a healthy life. In this life and after life also. You have 100 years full life in peace and happiness with a family, children and grandchildren. That was the family system. In Ramayana you see. The Rishis had Gurukulams. Now you see. It's a pity that these gurus are all misleading. Ramarajyam, we have to get back every Ram. After all, the same sun, the same earth, everything, 5 elements. They say Kali. What is Kali? There is no question of Kali. Your mind is making things bad by not following the Veda or Ramayana. And then getting misled by these thousands of gurus who are trying to make a living by misleading people. See, entire India is misled by wrong philosophy and wrong practices, spiritual practices. Make everyone, the Lord is within you. Chant Ram Ram for a minute and go about your work. You will be more proficient, more efficient. Efficiency. How can you deliver a better work unless you have better capacity, capability, mind, concentration? So people are not concentrating. They are worried. Stress spoils your capability. Tanav, they say. Everyone is in. Once you are able to put your senses and body, mind together, concentrate on the work, it will be achieved. It is taking years and years to complete a small work, and that too will get spoiled in no time. Nothing. They are breaking down. How can it happen? A train, you run it and meet with accident. How? See, because you are not doing things properly. Why? Because the mind is not engaged in the work. So many things are spoiling the minds in India. The Rishi said, concentrate. Simply chant Ram, 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 Ram 24 times. Get to work. Nothing will disturb you. Honestly, I tell you, the mind's capacity is unlimited, enormous. See, Einstein has not used even 5% of his mental capacity. Now you have the artificial intelligence, AIs, robots. What they are doing, can they ever imitate a human mind, human being? See, they can receive you as a receptionist. Oh, come on, welcome, sir, how are you, be seated. All these things can be fed into the robot. But then, see, judgment, discrimination, that is special to human beings. Intelligence are there, animals are so intelligent. But then, only to make a living, they search out for their food and use certain things to kill their prey. But human mind, the intelligence is to realize your capacities and reach higher consciousness, to near the God within you. Realize that godliness. It need not be 1,000 watts light, even a little lamp removes the darkness. Everyone can become a candle if they follow what Veda taught, what Ramayana taught. It was there in Ramayana. People have left out both Veda and Ramayana, and they go to the other scriptures which are spreading wrong philosophy. Perversion, pseudo. Now the word is pseudo. Pseudo intellectuals, pseudo secularists. All false things, artificial intelligence. Go to the real. Real is Ram, Ram, Ram. Jai Shri Ram.